Hi, everybody. Welcome to Ivylaw Office's weekly Q&A. Today, we're going to have a Q&A with attorney, one of the founder of Ivylaw Office. And we're going to get to know a little bit about Jumoke and where she came from and how she got to become who she is today and what she does as a lawyer. So, first of all, I want to say thank you. If you're out there checking us out and listening, thanks for stopping by. Keep coming as we're going to keep doing this every week, and we're going to give you more information about what we do and the practice. Okay.
Sure.
And you'll be able to ask questions in the chat box. So, get used to that idea. Once you subscribe, you'll be able to ask questions. Okay. All right, so Attorney Jumoke, first, thank you for sitting down with me.
You're welcome.
All right,
Good day to you.
thank you. First, let's start with where you came from. You're in the United States, but obviously you came from somewhere else.
Oh, sure.
Tell us a little bit about where you came from.
Everybody has somewhere that came from to the United States of America. So for me, I came from Nigeria. I was born in Nigeria and I grew up in Nigeria. And I came to the United States as an adult.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about Nigeria, how it was back home when you were home, memories growing up a little bit?
Oh, beautiful. I grew up with my parents and my siblings in the university setting, Obafemi Awolowo University in Osho State, Nigeria. So I grew up in an educational community. We had all the privileges available there, maybe not as much as those who grew up from at Lagos State, which is a very big city in Nigeria. Ocean State, OAU is a smaller city, but it's popular because of the university. Um, we had a lot of privileges. One of the things is that if you have parents that are lecturers and things like that, then of course you have to be good at school, and also the minimum of educational level you can achieve has to be your first degree, and they can push you to get a second degree. Life was good. Um, Security wise was okay. Well, Nigeria being a developing country, there may not be electricity all the time. There may not be water all the time. But the community I lived in had most of the resources that somewhere in the United States had. So we had water running in the house. We had light almost every time until things started degenerating. Then when you hear NEPA, that's no light. um, so, but basically, I was a privileged child growing up. I would
Oh,
say.
okay. All right, good. And when did you come to the United States?
I came to the United States in the early 2000s, so I believe 2004. Yeah, and
And, and what brought you to the United States? Why
okay.
did you come here? Like all of us, we have a
Everybody
story.
came
So,
for a reason.
yeah,
So
exactly.
of course, I've been visiting the United States prior to then,
Mm-hmm.
because I had a visitor's visa.
Mm-hmm.
But what really made me to migrate to the United States was because my husband got a job in the United States, and family is important to me. So I had to decide whether I wanted to stay with my prestigious work in Nigeria
Mm-hmm.
or move to the United States to continue to live with my husband so that I'll be able to raise a family. So for me, family and building a family with my husband brought me to the United States since my husband was able to get a job here.
Mm, fantastic. And where did you go to college? Did you go to college here or in Nigeria?
So both. I went to the university in Nigeria. There you have the Faculty of Law as the first degree. Then after that, we have a post university education as a lawyer, where you will go to the Nigerian law school, and that's when you get called to the bar when you attend Nigerian law school. So I did both in Nigeria, and I practiced as a lawyer in Nigeria. before I moved to the United States. And when I got to the United States, as part of my process of becoming an attorney here, I attended the University of Baltimore for my master's degree, master's in the LLM Lotus, and I also I completed the master's degree and I took the bar exams, both New York and Maryland. So I got barred in New York and I also got barred in Maryland, and then there I am. That took me on my journey of practicing law.
So you're a dual state bar license holder.
Yes.
Wow, that in itself is an accomplishment right there. Yeah. Most of us have one. So, yeah. Do you practice much, or you practice primarily in one state?
I practice primarily in Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll get to your area of practice in just a bit. And being from Nigeria, what was the law school experience like? Did you feel like you were part of it, or did you feel a little bit outside?
Well, it was a very inclusive setup. So I was involved in what I was involved in, and it was a beautiful 1 year at the law school. You got to meet a lot of all the students from all the universities from all over the nation. I think mine was a unique set because my year when I was in college law school, the university changed from the 4-year program to the 5 years program. So I was the first set of the 5 years faculty of law. Then by the time we finished, law school moved from the major city, which is Lagos, to Abuja. So I was one of the pioneer sets in Abuja. And so that's very unique about my experience because that was the first time anybody was in Abuja for law school. And we met a lot of students from all over the nations there as well. And it was a beautiful year. I was engaged in a few student bodies and all that stuff. And made a lot of new friends, some of which are still my friends today.
Good. Did you get a chance to go back to see your friends and colleagues in Nigeria much?
I do travel back once in a while, yeah, and I'm in communication with a few of them. And also we have social media made things, very good now and easy. So we have a forum for my set, college class.
Okay.
So I'm in touch with them when I want to get in touch with them. Good. So yes, I know how to find someone, and I speak with a few of them.
Good. And post law school, and when you finished, did you work right after law school? What was your experience like in trying to secure?
As in the law school, the United States, the University of Baltimore.
Yeah.
So after the law school, that was recession period. Immediately after that, that was May 2009, and there wasn't a lot of hiring going on. Rather, a lot of people were disengaging people from their services. They were firing.
As a lawyer way of saying firing, disengaging.
Disengaging the staff. So it wasn't a good time to get a job. And it was, I tried to get a job for a while, but it wasn't in the positive. However, the good thing that was working for me was the fact that I had an internship with the Howard County Circuit Court about that time. The same year, I started an internship, and instead of, I decided to continue my internship after the stipulated time. So I spent longer months working with the courthouse, learning and just volunteering throughout the period when I didn't have a job.
Okay. Now, do you think that being an immigrant lawyer might have had any impact on not getting the job, or is it just the circumstance with
I think it's the circumstance. There weren't so much jobs out there.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, and now, what areas? What was the motivation for starting your own law firm? What motivated you? Obviously, if you have to work, you have to work.
Yeah, I have to work. Anyway, because I wasn't a rookie,
Mhm,
I'd worked in Nigeria before coming here.
mhm,
I practiced law. I've worked with the government and all that.
mhm,
And one of my dreams, as a growing adult then was that I would work for a couple of years, gain experience, then start my own practice of business. So that has always been in my mind.
mhm.
Before I came to the United States, I was like, I'm going to work for a certain number of years, then I'm going to start my own. And I didn't know I was coming to the United States when I had all that in mind. So when I got to the United States and I completed my internship and I waited, no job, um, being a lawyer is a gift. I will forever thank my parents for sponsoring me to go through law school,
Okay, good.
because it's a profession that you don't necessarily have to sit and wait to be hired.
Mhm,
You can actually do the job yourself,
mhm,
So because I'm a professional,
mhm,
I knew that I had the license to be able to practice.
mhm. Hey.
So, so I took up the courage to start, to start my practice. Ivylaw law office. We incorporated the law office and started. So before I started, I had one or two um, clients that I
Mhm.
worked on their cases, and they were successful.
Okay, good.
So during that year, and afterwards, we started Ivylaw law office in 2010,
Wow.
January 2. That was when we started
Nice.
operating,
Mhm,
and it was just me, and we picked it up. I picked it up from there,
mhm.
and it's been growing. I'll say
It's going well.
it's growing.
And you like running your own practice? Is it part of? Are there days that you're like, goodness, I wish somebody else would do this part?
For the most part,
Mhm,
I like what I do.
mhm.
Of course, every job has its own challenge.
Sure.
So in the challenging days, I ask myself, why are you doing what you're doing? What's my why?
Mhm.
And my why continues to motivate me. You know, I've had more successes than failures. I've had more positives than negatives.
Mhm.
I had a lot that you know I've overcome or we've overcome.
Mhm.
I'm thankful for everybody that have worked with me in the process. It was only I for a long time.
Mhm.
It took a long time to be courageous to do the first hire.
Mhm.
It took me a long time to get to that position where I hired my first staff. And after that, it was just going on and going on. Then hired I started a part time, then it went to full time, and then with the hire, I knew that it was better to have someone working with you. It's more productive that way than just being a solo. So
Mhm.
things have just gotten better since
Okay.
then.
Okay. And how many staff members do you have, and who are they, and what do they do?
All right, I love the people I work with.
Mhm.
God is, it's a blessing.
Mhm.
So I have Attorney Wilberforce as an associate attorney in immigration law. Thank you so much for choosing to come to partner with us.
Thank you for
Thank
picking me.
Mhm.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
I have Miss Moji,
Mhm.
and Miss Moji is a legal research associate. Miss Moji has been with us for about 5 years. She started as an intern, and she's grown up the ladder,
Mhm.
and she's in charge of our immigration department.
Okay.
Then we have Miss Fatima. Miss Fatima joined us last year,
Okay.
and Miss Fatima is a estate planning paralegal. Um, and she also does immigration support. So the immigration practice is larger than our estate planning practice at this point. So Miss Fatima does some immigration and estate planning, and she's a legal assistant, estate planning and immigration support. Then we have Miss Hassanatu. Miss Hassanatu is a legal assistant, client services and admin, and we call her AKA Client Services Director.
There you go.
So those are the people that we have now. These are wonderful people, dedicated, and they love what they do. And I like the positive energy and productivity. And also, we have a bookkeeper that helps with our accounts. As a contractor, we have other people. We have an answering service that is added to it that we, give a pay to, and also like a contract drafting company. So those are people that will say are contractors that work with us in addition to the people that I mentioned that work in office.
Wow, fantastic. Wow. Okay, so what areas have you practiced and practice now as a
Okay.
lawyer?
As a lawyer,
Mhm.
I've practiced immigration in the United States. That's what the ones I'm going to mention. In the United States, I've practiced immigration law from the beginning, and I still do. I've practiced family law, which I don't practice anymore. I practiced personal injury for a short while, and I was like, I don't think this is for me.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah. Those are the areas. Those are the three major areas. And then, I do estate planning. Estate planning.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's it, and I love it. I love it so much because it just estate planning and immigration embodies my model practice. What I want a law practice to be like. So those are my passion right now.
It says it's about helping people who need it most, and
Yes.
it makes you feel good when you help them out.
Yes, exactly. And I see result, and I'm glad.
And that's the philosophy of the firm.
Exactly.
That's right. Good. All right. Now, and so that is what motivates you as a lawyer, to help people.
Yes, it motivates me to help people and to see the results of helping them. That makes me so joyful.
There you go. There you go. Makes it worthwhile.
Yeah.
All right. And how about family? Can you tell us a little bit about your family?
Oh, I have a wonderful family. I'm married. My husband, I call him DJ.
DJ.
Yeah.
Hi, DJ.
He's been so supportive. It's been my motivator.
Good.
I love him so much. He loves me too.
All right.
I am so grateful I got married to him, and he wants to see me at my best.
There you go. That support is important.
Yeah. So I have 3 lovely, adorable children. 2 of them are teenagers, and one is 10.
Okay.
One is in college. One is in postgraduate.
Oh,
Let me
good.
get it right.
Good for you.
College of Medicine. One is about to get into college. She's just finishing high school this year. And I have my last daughter in elementary school. So I have 3 lovely girls.
Okay.
And I love them so much, and they're my vibe.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. And none of them want to be lawyers.
None of them. None of them.
There's still hope for the youngest one.
I'm not even looking. No. I think that they have so much potential in them that they don't want to be lawyers.
They don't want to be.
No.
It's too
I
much.
know
It's too much.
Yeah, they don't like the way I
stress.
all these big files of stress. And, sometimes they say probably it's too much work, and they don't like paper.
Right.
So because you see me with paper,
computer.
it's like,
they're in the digital era.
Yeah,
There you go.
so yeah, I don't think any one of them will be a lawyer.
Okay. Okay. Well, at least there's still one in the family.
I am here.
Yeah. And okay, good. Where do you see Ivylaw office and Jumoke Oladapo in the next 10 years? Where do you see this place going?
Well, my goal is to be able to grow the law firm to. I'll say it's still going to be probably not a mid-sized law firm by definition, but my goal is at least to be able to have a minimum of 10 people on staff. Um, and it's not just staff as in staff. I want it to be like, God, these are the people that you've called me to serve. These are the people that you've called me to build up, and like supporting families. I'm supporting 10 families through Ivylaw. That's my goal. So it's likely to grow more than that in 10 years, with the way structure has been put in place. And in the next few years, I see us being in our own building and not renting.
Oh.
At least I would love to have at least a minimum of about 5 attorneys on staff.
Okay.
That's my dream.
Good.
And
And where do you see yourself?
myself,
Besides the firm?
like, I want you to be in a stage where I'll see myself not doing legal production anymore, but just probably be in the role of a CEO, doing the business development, just having a good oversight over the firm, and maybe in a semi-retired state, and the business paying for itself and paying for the people, and just having a very more flexible time where I'll just be looking at the data and not have to come to the office and probably be on the beach or be in Nigeria on vacation, and things are running smoothly. The system that we're building is one that should run by itself, whether I'm there or not. I want it to be like a well-oiled machine. I want things to run smoothly. Have the right people at the right positions, being productive, and things just operating as as a well-oiled machine, and the business killing itself.
There you go. So you want to take time out from all the hard work and take it easy and just keep your eye on the operation.
And the numbers.
The numbers, yeah.
And
count the money. Count the money.
And yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, because I think at that point when they've put in so much in work, and I've put in my years, that would have been like 30 years practicing.
Yeah.
So
that's quite a long time. That's a long time. Okay. Now, we're winding down. What advice would you give to immigrants who want to be lawyers once they come to the USA like you have become a lawyer? What advice?
Okay. So I'll say that becoming a lawyer in the United States as a foreign trained attorney is not easy. Only very few people are able to scale through it and become. Okay. So you have to be intentional about whether you want to become an attorney in the United States or not. And you have to give it what it takes. For example, it may be easier for you to go back to the law school to have a JD done, regardless of the fact that you had a master's from your country. That may be easy to put in that time. 4 years as a JD, then you'll be on the same level of playing field as those who went to college here. That may be the best option. If you're not able to do that, there are university programs like the one I did that are for people that are attorneys in other countries who want to become attorneys in the United States. I know Howard University has the program, University of Baltimore, which I went, has that program. And this is the LLM that I took was specifically coined or arranged or organized for foreign trained attorneys to be able to take the bar courses and prepare them with for the bar and get enough credit to take the bar in the United States. So that may be a good option to explore, where you'll take such a program for 1.5 years or 1 year and prepare yourself for the bar exam and pass. This is really important because the laws in the United States is different from the laws in most countries, and you really need to know the case laws to pass the bar exam. So that's my second advice. Then, look for internships with other law firms so that you'll be able to learn how it's done. Take the bar exam. The bar exam, for some it's easy, for some it's not. Don't give up. Even if you don't pass the first or second time, you'll learn a way not to make the same mistakes all over again, and hopefully you'll get a good grasp of how to answer the questions and get it done. And if you want to go for a bar course, please do, like Barbary or Kaplan or Princeton. Do whatever it takes for you to become an attorney in the United States. At the end of the day, it's worth it. It pays off. It gives you a good livelihood, and it's for me, it's a satisfaction. It's something that it's a check mark because I wasn't going to do any other career. I wasn't going to go into any other career because I wanted to be a lawyer in the United States, and I didn't give up at it. And thankfully, God helped me to achieve that. So that's what I'll say. It's doable, but you need to be determined to make that happen.
Makes sense. Now, before we go, you've invoked the name of God a few times.
Oh, really?
So you have a side hustle. You have something that's actually your main hustle, but you don't talk about it. Now, what do you do? What's your other thing that you're known for in the community?
Okay.
Come on.
All right. So, also I'm a pastor. Ordained pastor. My husband, is a pastor. We pastored a church before. Right now, I'm not an active pastor, but I am a worker in church, and I serve God. I love God. I serve God, and I love people and serve people as well. Serve people after God. So
And which church do you go to?
Celebration Church in Columbia, Maryland. Under Bishop Robbie Davis and Pastor First Lady Robin Davis. They are phenomenal people, doing great things in the community. I see they are so involved in the community. That's a good example of Christian church.
Okay.
So and I'm thankful for everybody that I've met there and the ability to be able to serve. So I serve. I do a couple of things. I serve with a small group ministry. I serve with the choir, and also once in a while with the women's ministry.
Wow, fantastic! That's entrepreneur, community leader, pastor, attorney at law, Jumoke Oladapo. Anything else you want to say about, tell us about something we don't know about you before we go?
Nothing comes to mind,
Okay.
but I love what I do, helping immigrants, non-citizens that are coming to the United States to be able to live and work in the United States and have legal status and achieve their American dream. So if you are here in the United States, you don't know how to become legal immigration wise, you can come to our office. We'll advise you. Hopefully we'll be able to help you. And if you have immigration issues like your removal proceedings, we can help you. If you need to file for asylum, we can help you. Everyday family-based immigration, you want to become a green card holder, we can help you. You want to become a United States citizen, that's the ultimate, because there's so much benefit in being a United States citizen. We will help you through the process. And also, importantly, a lot of people from diaspora, Africa, they don't want to die and they don't believe in doing estate plans. But I see that everybody has what's it called, an appointment, an inevitable appointment that we don't know when we're going to say yes to. So it's very, very important that you have your estate plans in place so that your family and your loved ones don't have to go through conflict in court, and so that your assets is not lost to the government or subject to excessive estate taxes. So it's better that you have things in place and not a stranger or a judge making decisions for you. So if you need to have an estate plan or you need to have power of attorney in case of incapacity, you really need to speak with us or any other qualified estate planning attorney. It's not about Zoom, it's not about Legal Zoom or Rocket Lawyer, because Rocket Lawyer and Legal Zoom are just document production services. You want to speak with an attorney that will be able to help you with your unique family needs.
Okay, so you know who to contact. Ivylaw office. If it's immigration, we can help you throughout the country, throughout the world, exactly. So just reach out to us. We can definitely help you. And if you're in Maryland and need estate planning, everybody should have one. Contact us at this office. Jumoke Oladapo is the estate planning attorney here at the office, and she'll be more than happy to assist you.
Definitely.
Okay. All right. So thanks for joining us for our second Q&A. I hope you got to know our managing attorney here a little bit more. And down the road, you'll get to know more about me. But thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy.